How's it going, you guys? We are back home, and it has been a minute since we've been home, and it's been nonstop. It's been nonstop going in projects since we pretty much got home. Right now, Brent is working on doing some of the siding. The people that I think owned the house before us, or maybe the time before that, had done some work on the property, and there were some really big holes, even on this side. Like, you can see there's like an electrical thing that like comes out and then goes back in the house. And there's multiple like big holes in our siding, so we're gonna try to get all of that replaced. That's our goal for this winter time, because that's kind of an easy project to do. It's just, this would be replacing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boards. This would be replacing 5 boards right here, and so that wouldn't be like that big of a deal. And so that's our goal this winter time, is just kind of like get some of those little things that have been bothering us around the house done. And so right now Brent is working on the back side of the house, and he's replacing a bunch of siding that had, when we bought the house, there weren't gutters on it, and one part, some of the siding had some rot, and we had a guy replace that, but he didn't do a very good job. So now we're gonna replace it, and we're just gonna do the entire board. He had just cut out a section that had the rot on it from where the gutters weren't. And so we're gonna replace it now and just get it done correctly. So I wanna show you guys that, and then I wanted to give you guys updates on all of our window boxes that we did for the winter time. You're probably gonna hear lots of like hammers and saws and everything, because Brent's working on a project, and it sounds like another one of our neighbors is also working on a project. So it's a really, really beautiful day after it's been nothing but like storms here. So nice little break, and it's right before Christmas. So we're just gonna try to get some of these things done. And yeah, so let me turn the camera around and show you guys what we're working on to replace some of that area, because it's kind of a lot that we're replacing. So let me show you guys that. So if we come this way, you can see like there's some of the insulation, and there is all of the siding, and you can see we're doing all of the siding here. So the main area that there was rot was right by the basement door right here. There was no gutters up there, and so the water would hit there and then it would just stay on the siding. And so we took all of that out, which was really nice to get that taken care of. It's one more thing that we've gotten rid of. And then we just decided to go up the side right here, because there was a little bit around the window. So we took all of that out, and then we went ahead and put the Tyvek on. We'll do more Tyvek on this side over here, and then new siding, and we'll frame out the window. And so it looks scary, but it is now in the last stages. It was a lot of like taking stuff out, and you can see like right there, that's the original siding, and then they put siding on top of it. So we've had to like build out to match the depth of that siding so we could put new siding on the siding. So it's been a project, but this is all finally coming together, and I can't wait to see this all with brand new siding and like cleaned up and done. We're not going to go any higher than this, because this is our solar over here. And if we want to, there's no rot over here, which is nice, but if we want to keep going up higher, we have to get a permit to remove all of this to replace the siding, which we should have just done beforehand, but we didn't think about it. We weren't that smart. So it's okay though. We've got it off up to right about here. I mean, technically we could go up to about here, but these boards right here all look really, really good and super intact. So we're just going to leave that alone. But we're almost there. I think now Brent's going to go in and start doing the boards that go all the way across. Look at our borrowed view of this, what is it, a persimmon tree? It's actually really, really pretty. I would not want to live there, because those are just going to drop like water balloons. But it's really pretty borrowed view. They are bright orange in person. They're a little more dull on the camera, but they are so bright, it's gorgeous. And you see the birds flying around in there. Well, I came back here by the vegetable garden to show you guys that persimmon tree, and I thought I'd give you guys an update in the veggie garden, because things are looking actually surprisingly decent. Especially the garlic. The garlic looks absolutely fabulous. So let me show you guys that. The berries are looking sad. I actually haven't even been back here since we got back from Texas, and it's been about 4 days. When we got back from Texas, we landed, we got home and it was dark, and then I had work the next morning. So yeah, that was a long trip, but this is my first time seeing the veggie garden, and I have decent sized heads of lettuce. Nothing like Janie's look at all. And the garlic is looking good. The onions are looking small. Let me turn the camera around and just show you guys instead of telling you. So you can see, look at my garlic. This is so exciting. They are huge right now, which is crazy. All of them came up, every single one that I planted. They might be, some of them might be a little close. No, they're pretty good spaced actually. But this is just so exciting to see this. You can see the berries, they're done for the season. And broccoli, since I transplanted it, is actually looking really good. There's the ladies right there. So maybe I'll get broccoli. We'll see. I've got a head of lettuce down there that it looks like some bugs are getting at. But all of these ones that I left protected are looking good. The problem is now that it is such a tight glass jar that I have these on that they're not able to continue to grow. Like, look at that. They're really sad because they're being forced to stay in such small, confined areas. I should take them off, maybe upgrade some of these to larger things. But yeah, I'm getting lettuce. What I have been doing is coming through and killing any of the snails that I see. The beer traps didn't work, and nothing actually worked. This one looks the best because this is an absolutely massive cloche. That one looks pretty good. I have one thing of spinach right there, and this one is my prized possession. This is the butterball, I think is what it is, or tennis ball or something like that, and I cannot wait to try this. And then over here, this is the spinach, which it does look like bugs have started to find. And I have eaten a little bit of this. This is all the willow tree leaves. The thyme and oregano are looking really, really good. So that's exciting. And I have used some of this on fillets and a few other things. I haven't used any of the oregano yet, but it still smells so good. And then you guys saw me potting up the daffodils in these. And this one, I'm actually getting sprouts coming up. Look it, there's a sprout, there's a sprout, there's a sprout. So that's crazy exciting. And I don't know, that makes me really excited to be able to see sprouts happening. So let me show you guys the containers now. I think I only did a few containers. I did the window boxes back here for winter time. Let me show you guys these ones, because these are looking really good too. Let me clean them up just a smidge. You can see, since we've been gone, obviously we haven't done any cleanup really. But I mean, even the creeping Jenny has put on a ton of growth. So you can see the white cyclamen. Some of them are looking a little faded. And then the red cyclamen looks really nice, having it that layered look. The creeping Jenny, which is starting to hang down low, which is really cool. And the lemon cypress right here. It's all looking good. Everything is definitely putting on growth, so it's happy. And then we have the exact same box over there. And these boxes through a ton of rain have really held up, and they're very, very sturdy. So that's exciting. Let's go show you guys the window box that's over by the kitchen really quick. That one looks good, but the one that's in the driveway looks the absolute best. Ooh, also, look at this fern. This is the Queen Kimberly Dwarf Sword Fern. It's by our aviary, and it's very happy. It's actually got ferns coming out through the entire thing, like literally coming from underneath. So that's really interesting. But this is so pretty. This is set up on drip irrigation, and this is the best that it has looked. And I planted this springtime, and the plants that I had in here did end up dying. So maybe the ferns will just start to take over this entire thing, and this will just be a giant fern mound. That would be really cool. Okay, not getting distracted today. We're not doing that. We're going to the side yard. So if we come this way, you can see this one. This one looks pretty good. These have put on a bit of growth. They're quite large. I should come in and like clean all of that up. Like same for these. I should come in and clean some of this up, especially because this is the crane one. And so you're supposed to be able to see some of the stalk back here. But I love the like soft purple. We can kind of start to see this one inside. And look at this one has formed up the cutest little head. Is that not so sweet? These guys are looking a little sad with some of the cold, but still flowering nonetheless. And then this we transplanted from the summer container. It's a little weird, but it's fine. I don't hate it. But like I said, I mean, all of these need just a little a light cleaning. But other than that, they are looking quite well. Happy with them, happy with all of these kales. This is my first time going really big on kales, and I like the variety of kale. Like, all of these are different varieties. These ones are the only ones that match. Super pretty. I would love to now do the big window box, like the ones that are on the shed. This is one of the windows that'll get it. And then we were thinking about doing our bedroom window, but we really always keep the blinds closed, and it would be kind of hard because we have this like shelf thing in the AC unit, so I don't think we're gonna do there. We'll just do the front window in the front yard. But if we come out this way, you can see this container is actually my favorite. Look at this kale. This one is so massive. It is huge. It's put on so much growth. This area gets full sun. You can see, like, I'm trying to shade it right now, and it's about noon, 11 o'clock, and the fern even looks good because, like, right there stays in shade. So it's absolutely perfect. The mum, I should have came through and like deadheaded this, but I didn't. But you can see, I mean, it's got a couple little flowers popping through. It actually already looks a lot better. I should have done that a while ago. It's been brown for a minute. But these pansies look so fabulous. Look, these ones are my favorite. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the video again that I did on this because I can't remember what these ones are called. But these ones are my favorite. They're so bright and so beautiful. It's giving winter spring, which I'm loving this combo for winter/spring. I think it'll transition really well. So it's one less container I gotta do in the springtime. This kale is looking a little sheltered from the rest of it. So I think next year what I'll do is do a ton of these. I think that would be really pretty to do like 3 of them in this container, and then still this evergreen will have to get replaced, but something along the lines of a tall evergreen surrounded by these larger kales. This one has been my favorite, the way that it's angled out. So I'm loving this container. I love the little fern that's in there, the kale. This is what I see every night when I pull in, and it's really, really pretty. So that's just a quick little update of some of the things going on around the property. The cypress that we transplanted is still doing good. I need to come in and stake it up. The roses have started to produce some really pretty hips and are still giving us flowers. This is the iceberg rose, and I think a couple of the other roses are still giving us flowers. The one from my neighbor Karen is. We still have little buds coming through. Really pretty rose hips right back there. So that'll be fun to use for wintertime arrangements. Things in containers have, like, this magnolia has dropped its leaves, but the moss that's underneath it has really started to fill back out. There were actually a ton of leaves that were sitting right here that I didn't clear out. And so it kind of like died right there, but it's filling back in. But look at how well that moss looks in there. That is so pretty with the magnolia. And I can't tell, I've never had a magnolia. Are these like the flowers for next year or something like that, for springtime? If you guys know about that, tell me. I don't know anything about magnolias at all. Just that I really like them. And then this, I cannot wait. This is gonna be a project for later this week. This lemon tree has produced the tiniest little lemons. They're still kind of firm, so waiting for them to soften up just a little bit more. This one's actually pretty soft. This one's probably perfect, but they're so tiny. But I just planted this up super late in the springtime in this pot, and so I was surprised that we even got lemons off of it at all. When I potted it up, it was flowering, and so I didn't think that any of them were actually going to produce lemons. I did come through and I picked off probably about 15 or 20 of the lemons when they were tiny, so that way it could focus more of its energy into these ones, but I just couldn't bring myself to pulling the lemons off of every single one of them. And it looks so pretty. The pop of yellow, I'm loving it. Even if I open one of these up and there's not really like lemons in here, or much like lemon, it's mostly skin, I'm just gonna leave the lemons on here because the yellow that's on here is like very springtime, and I'm already craving spring. So that is gonna be it for this video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Just quick little updates around the property and how things are going. This is week of Christmas. I don't even know when this video is going up. I don't even know what day it is. And I missed so many videos last week. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. that is going to be a super quick little update around the property of things that have happened. There really hasn't been many videos this last week, and I'm not sure how many videos there are going to be this week, just with we're doing so much traveling for the holidays and all of that stuff. So there's going to be very few videos, probably up until New Year's, just kind of like sporadic, trying to enjoy the holidays, and I hope that you guys are too. Whatever holiday you celebrate, I hope that you enjoy it, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye, guys.